Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I am here for Chainsaw Man, episode 11. I hope that your week has been really good, because mine has not, honestly. After Thanksgiving, I caught something from one of the many people. I haven't been sick in, I think, over a year. Maybe it was around this time. Maybe Thanksgiving is a national safety hazard. Maybe Thanksgiving is a personal safety hazard. Either way, I caught something from somebody. Everybody got it, but I got it the worst for sure. A lot of people were down for a day or less, and I was in bed, shivering and sweating all of Tuesday night, Wednesday night. It was bad. You ever shiver, like freeze and sweat at the same time? It's awful. Like, you want to be warmer, but you keep getting colder because your body's like, nah. It's just a clusterfuck. The inability to maintain bodily homeostasis is up there on the list of things that you don't want. Yesterday was better, but I wasn't able to talk. I felt mostly like a full human yesterday, which was great. I had to actually clean up a little bit and sort of recombobulate. Today, I'm mostly a full human. I've still got some, you can kind of even see it in my eyes. I've had so much pressure in my sinuses that the tissues here are really, really tender. Regardless, I can't let the Fujimoto folks down, right? That's what it's all about, man. It's all about Monday and Friday. Fuck all the other shows. No, it just happens to be this way. I recorded Monday and I was feeling fine, feeling a little throat scratchy by the end of things, and now it's taken the whole week to recover from that shit show, and here we are at the end of the week. There's only one thing to do, and it's to watch Chainsaw Man. And so I got out of bed this morning thinking, well, if I'm able to talk, I have to record, because 3 days without recording is like a lot. It's like way too much. And so I discovered that I was able to talk, nominally. We'll see how that plays out. Might just disappear over the course of the recording. And I'm ready to watch some Chainsaw Man. Last episode, and I'm gonna I'm gonna grab a picture, do a drawing, and I'll do this while I talk through some of the things that happened last episode, and sort of what I think about them and stuff like that. So, our last episode of Chainsaw Man, I heard other people call transitional, and I think it fits. We just had an extraordinarily dramatic event that totally shook up all the hierarchies and expectations that we've been that we built up for most of the show, and threw everyone in various directions. And then we took last episode to put some of those pieces back together, sort of like waking up in the aftermath of a natural disaster, except the disaster wasn't natural. It was a Yakuza and a bunch of his buddies with guns, including grandmas. Also a dude who turns into swords, but then turns into goop, and the fox devil really didn't like the taste of his disgusting flesh inside of it. To be fair, pretty gross looking. But I wonder what that says about what he is. I don't know. Is he the same as Denji? I don't think so. He's something else. So then what is Denji, and why do they want his heart so fucking much? I don't know. Either way, in the aftermath of losing everybody on the force, and Makima getting promoted, and she's going off to be very busy somewhere doing something, Denji and Pawa were given a new mentor, and he's kind of a beast. He's kind of awful, but in the best, like, jaded cop takes on the rookie cop sort of way. It's got that buddy cop dynamic where he's not your buddy at all and he actually wants to kill you, but, you know, that's the best training that you're gonna get, so it actually ends up being kind of a buddy thing. I think it's kind of cute, in a very, like, horrifying, distinctly Fujimoto-y sort of way. Kind of cute. Meanwhile, Aki has a choice to make that's really not a choice. He already made the choice when he made the contract with the Curse Devil. he already threw himself full bore, without reservations, at death for a purpose. And now, and it failed. He had to use it for something it wasn't supposed to be used for, and it didn't work, which seems like a violation of the contract, honestly, Curse Devil. Like, what the fuck, bro? But regardless, he made his decision, and so now, with everything gone, his only option really is to double down. And so, with 2 years of life left on his clock, Aki walks into a different kind of abyss to make a different kind of deal with a different kind of devil. And I want to hope for good things for him, because there are stories that are like this one in some ways, that have characters outsmart the devil or make a spectacular deal that makes everything come to fruition, but this doesn't seem to be that kind of a world. Every time we've seen a deal with the devil, it's very explicit and very specific. So what's he going to be taking away from himself? What's he going to be sacrificing? What's he going to be forced to give up again? I don't know. It's just like Fujimoto to build something up like this and really solidly convince the audience that this is the story that we're going to tell, and then full rug pull. It's so much of what Fire Punch is. Spoilers? Fire Punch gets crazy. Spoilers. Shit's crazy. And part of the crazy is, repeatedly establishing these complicated dynamics and then shattering the fuck out of them in incredibly interesting ways. It's so much fun. This scene of Aki by the window, which is what I'm drawing here, and I'm drawing it partly because it's me, because I just spent 2 days fully bedridden, not able to get up, shivering and sweating. So I kind of vibe with this energy of maybe my life is just over now. I vibe with the energy. But this scene in particular, with him by the window, is such a potent piece of symbolism, I think. Mixed messages. So Himeno is over and over shown at windows or on balconies, or the scene where she almost sleeps with Shinji, we're outlined behind the circular window there and the light's coming through it, right? And she's almost effectively associated with mirrors, reflected glass, and windows throughout the show. So Aki sits here in front of a fucking window. Sky's all bright and shiny outside, but guess who's dark and gloomy on the inside? Oh, it's that boy. That's some solid symbolic work, even if it's not intentional, and I think it probably is, because Fujiboyo knows some shit. But it's such an evocative scene. It makes me think of Blade Runner in front of windows, Ghost in the Shell in front of windows, the whole potent character lazing out all cool out in front of a window. And there's this contrast with what we're actually seeing, which is a man realizing his life doesn't exist anymore in front of a window. I don't know. I like it. I like the idea of it. Can you think of any other scenes that this evokes for you? I mean, we had multiple instances of unfamiliar ceiling riffs. We had Denji waking up with an unfamiliar ceiling, and then Aki waking up in the hospital with the unfamiliar ceiling, right? But it's not really that unfamiliar. Any other immediate riffs that come to mind there? I don't know. But I like the scene. Even though it makes me feel really bad, that's why it's there. And means it's working, right? Somehow, I guess it's no mystery, but somehow by cutting away all the shenanigans and the fun and games and getting right to the nitty gritty brutality of it all, Fujimoto is able to really grip me, really, really grasp my focus and my attention and convey clearly. Even when I'm misunderstanding, it feels like that's me doing that, not the author. That's not always the case. I really like his work. Y'all have made a fan of me, that's for sure. And he's so young. We get to experience the whole lifetime of this man's work, and it's just gonna mature and grow and become more interesting as we go. And it's like, oh, what a spectacular thing. Can you imagine, finding Mozart at 20 and just be like, oh, I'm gonna go to all your concerts, bro. I want to see what happens to you. That's how I feel about this Tatsuki guy. It's like, oh shit, Hirohiko Araki has started on a brand new manga called JoJo's. Nobody knows how it's gonna be. Want to start reading it along with the releases? It's like, yes! Can I go back in time 20 years and begin reading that when it was running? Yes! Now I get to experience the entire career of one of the most spectacular conveyors of stories that I've seen, period. Neat. Fucking neat, man. This is done. You might have seen me fiddle with adding something over here, but I don't want to. I want the empty space. Actually, I do want something, though. But not there. That's what we were missing. That's what we were missing. The looming darkness of death, hovering over your shoulder, literally, as a bunch of masked, horrifying faces and gloomy darkness stuff. What a world. So, last episode was somewhat transitional, putting our characters into new places and giving them some direction. And a training arc, and a training mentor. And I like training arcs. I like characters who learn things. I like personal growth and development. I don't know if we're going to get a lot of that from Denji and Power. Not to preclude the idea, not to call them failures before they've really tried. I'm sure they're going to get good at the fighting part. But learning stuff, individual development, personal growth, and, all that jazz, that's not in their wheelhouse. Not in their wheelhouse. Kill, kill, bloody, bloody, stab, stab. That's more like it. But the field is open now. Everything's all so mega fucked that it might as well be empty. We don't know what the heck's going on. We've reset all our pieces to opposite sides of wherever the heck all the bad guys went, other than the ones that got mommy dommed. That's not what I wanted to say there. I'm not editing it. Not a chance. That's gold. Fuck. I apologize for the coughs. They're going to happen. They might be happening for days and days, which is part of why I just decided to record instead of, putting it off for another day or whatever. It's not worth it. Just go. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what we're going to expect. There's no expectation here. This is Fujimoto at his wildest. Maybe it'll be a beach episode. Honestly, there's some beach shit in the OP. I know that it's all references and stuff, but honestly, can you imagine? I can imagine. Now that I've said it, I actually really want it. Yeah, just a beach episode. Aki sitting like so sad in the corner with nobody. Power and Denji just frolicking in the waves. Pure Fujimoto Kino. Pure Fujimoto Kino. Ha 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 ha! Splashing water and blood at each other. Pulls out the chainsaws just to the water. It's a jacuzzi. Oh. Could work. But that won't be what the episode is. There's no way. I don't know what the episode will be. There's no way. So I'm just going to watch it. Thank you for your patience, and also your patience with me blathering here at the beginning. I know some of you aren't here for it. You can skip. We're going to watch Chainsaw Man episode 11. I expect great things, but also nothing. I want to know what Aki does with the future devil, and what that even means at all. And I want to move my light over here so that I've got a little bit more even illumination, and then we'll get started. Okay. Chainsaw Man episode 11. Enough waffling. I just want to watch the episode. You know, it's been 3 full days without anime for me. 3. I haven't gone 3 days without anime in a while. Feels like I need my fix. So, Chainsaw Man episode 11. Thank you, patrons, for making my life possible. I really, really appreciate it. Let's watch the episode. Let's watch the episode. Beep beep timer. So we're starting right here. Ooh, head into the darkness. Getting pretty dark in here. And they took a lot. What does he even have to offer? Oh, that's cool. It's just the eye floating there. Hi. What's behind it, though? Oh. Oh! Mirai Cycle, which is also, it's more like cycle, it's all, right? Everything. So the future is all. But it's also, it's like, you'll hear it as like, shortening of like, so cool, it's so cool. So I think the translation, the future rules, actually hits the double meaning of it. It manages to. That's pretty cool. I like that translation. Probably people are gonna be like, fuck, shit, you're using the wrong subs. I like it. Mirai Psycho. So that's the thing that we see dancing here at the end. I didn't realize that at all. I guess we weren't supposed to. But we see it jamming out. I thought that was like a wood spirit or something related to Makima's power. Maybe it is related to Makima's power. Maybe she's one of the people who has a deal. Half a lifespan? Can you do, like, scummy shit? Like, trade half your remaining lifespan to one devil, and then, for one, like, set of powers, and then trade something else to another devil for, like, extended life? You only get half the benefit of it, but, like, still. You can just keep trading, right? Oh, he's super dope. Please don't steal my face and eyes and stuff. You gotta say the lines, bro. Wow, so cold. Aww. You're no fun. Oh. It just does it. Oh man, does Aki get to see it too? He's so happy. Huh? Excuse me. Huh? Yeah, but what do you mean? Oh, wow. I don't think he wants to know. Oh, you should have found out. So he just wants to be there to observe it? It's that bad? Wow, what a great build up for Aki's death. Hey, one of them got him a little bit. Yatta. What does that mean? Oh, for training? We're gonna go for training. That's cute, kiddo. That's fucking cute, kid. Rendezvous. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, this is gorgeous. Perfect Seiza. Of course. I would be too, I mean, honestly. Hmm. You do a good job of playing it off. Hmm. Ah. Fucked up shit cooking. Are you, though? But it'll also give you more power. Is that blood on everything? Oh, yeah, I'd be scared too, dude. Kusodenchi. Oh, this is great. That's fucked up. Well, big snack, right? Oh, zombies! That's familiar. Oh. So we return to face Denji with the previous. What was the deal? No. We don't even know what it is. Don't even try, man. Just give up. They're always in this like half measure sort of realm. Huh? Wow, thanks, bro. What a fucking asshole. Yeah, all your goals suck and you ain't shit. It's very much just like the early Denji stuff. No choice. No choice. That was a fun shot. The timing of the camera slowing and easing in, and then the car. Man, he manages perfect pacifism in the face of real barbs. Thanks, asshat. That was really cute. That was really cute. Little faint smile as he goes. What an ass. What a dickish thing to do. Other leaders, huh? Hmm. Snake in the garden. That's it? That's it? Yeah, also the devil needs money? What does it need money for? That's a death note, dude. Ah! Ah, thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, we'll throw them in the slammer. You're about to threaten her? It's for the good of everyone. She hasn't hit with an or else. I think she's really familiar. Uh. These guys are great. These background lads are great. We're the best, yeah. Keep the mafia around. Don't let the real hardballers in. Yeah, power play. Nothing. No, we're heroes too. That's not money, bro. That's like a body part or something. Oh! It's the eyeballs of all of your family members? Oh! Don't touch the Makima. Don't touch the Makima. Yeah, reconsider. Oh. What? And so are you. Maybe you're not. What are you doing, Makima? We cut from that directly to police. That's clever. So we're building up to this big. We're gonna do that for the finale. That's great. Yeah, he's obsessive. We're gonna get to kill him because he's a fool, and we're gonna have to run through the zombies and go Benny. God, she's just God. I don't know, man. You can't hone an anvil. Hey, buddy. I love that it's more like tack holstery. So just like the hotel. Oh man, this for a finale, this manages to set up and evoke everything that's happened so far. What fun. Zombie outbreak, though. Huh? Hmm. Oh, we've never met this guy. It's a new guy. He's like that Hiroaka character. Except he's a shark man. Oh my god. He's a hungry boy. Oh, this introduces a bunch of other characters? That's fucking awesome. Not me. Who is this? Oh, we saw this guy. He just violence. Just loves violence. No matter what. We didn't explain any of this to the people who are actually going on inside. Oh, it's Ring Girl. From The Ring. Is that a zipper? Oh. 8 vaginas. Maybe more. Ah! Oh! Huh. The... Huh. What a cool cast of characters. Oh, because that's a full sword. That's not the nail. Oh, this is amazing. Oh my god. Can't take what's not there, bro. Oh, thanks. Well, we're on the bottom floors. They gotta be up, right? Right. Floor by floor. Let's the raid this shit. Come on. Oh, it's just the color of the marble. It does look kind of like blood. Threshold. You wanted to split up so they could cover more ground? I guess that's what the future devil makes you able to do? Or did she get the names? Do. Whoa. Thanks, Makima. This is a really cool penultimate episode. This is my favorite build up to a finale that I've seen in a long, long time. Oh, that's so sick. Oh, that's so sick. At the top of the stairs, too? That's so sick. It feels like me. Spit it out? No. Got her? Wait. Hers now? Foresight. That's all you get. Okay. Good luck, man. Fuck. It did say that you would die in the worst fucking way possible. Is this that? Killed by your own... Oh, that's not a fun ending. Okay, this is a funny D. Really playing with blended mediums. It's really cool. Oh, that's super lovely. Oh, hi, Kobani. Hi, violence. I really like multiple things about this episode. I really, really like this episode. I like it a lot for where we are in the show. I don't think Fujimoto planned for this, but the people doing series composition and adaptation definitely planned for this. Build everything up to a climactic first season finale. Big kind of boss battle circumstance that ties in all the threads from before. And throw it all together in a way that ramps toward a finale even without promising the end of the whole. I really like it. It gives me so much like oomph and anticipation. And then even the sequence at the end with Aki that gives us this big question moment of like, oh, is Aki dead? And he might be. Reasonable. I don't feel like this is like the worst ever possible mega ultra bad way to die ever. Seems bad, but enough for the future devil to not take everything from you? I don't know. But even that ends up being a perfect cliffhanging moment. It gives us a teaser of the action combat that is to come, and then a question at the end. And the action combat is cool. I won't downplay it. It's pretty neat. It's not my jam though. Or blueberry jelly? I'm not sure. We'll go through it a little bit. A lot of the faces that Aki makes as he goes through are super expressive, and some of these real big runny sequences, they might actually be by the same guy who talked about people have talked about him. This isn't Goso, is it? I don't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it to me, but I could be totally off. This stuff, the amount of expressiveness that we get in the face between swings and moments, anytime that we've got eyes on Aki's actual facial features, he's reacting to and noticing and moving and like he's not making shonen faces. He's not making protag faces like, yeah, swinging super hard like a boss. He's like, oh fuck, oh god, oh jeez, oh god, I got punched in the stomach, ow. It's like human and tough. I really like it. But let's go back to the start of the episode so that I can start to sort of capture what it is that I think makes this such a good penultimate episode. And my judgment on that is going to have to wait until I've seen the last episode, which will be next week, assuming I don't get fucking sick again. I think it's a really good penultimate episode. Second to last episode. It doesn't end any of its threads. With the exception of sort of ending the training arc, and showing us a bit of what Makima's doing, revealing that the Gun Devil is doing stuff for money. No, all the threads are left untied and interesting because of it. So the show has all of that texture still remaining. And all those questions still unanswered, right? Ooh, questions still unanswered. But our big question from last episode is answered immediately. Bam, bam, no delay. Future Devil is this, and this is what it asks of Aki. But even answering that raises other questions. What the fuck did it see? Aki doesn't want to know, but we sure do, right? Man, we sure do. I sure do. What a cool fucking weird ass devil. What a crazy design. What a crazy idea. What a crazy interaction. What a crazy attitude from this weird fucking thing. Mirai, psycho! Yeah, psycho indeed. Psycho Gundam style. That's it? Yep. That's it. Because I already know how bad it's gonna be for you. It's not even pity. It's out of self-interest at seeing it, I think. But we could put it that way. The future devil looks at Aki and is like, yo, man, you've had it rough. I'm not gonna take any more of your shit. Wow. You know, there's an Aesop. I started spilling all my problems to the final boss. He shed a tear and let me buy him like what's mine is yours. Broke him off a little weed, bit him well, off to see his system into smithereens. That's exactly it. And the final boss he's talking about there is like the grandiose idea of the devil. So, sort of a similar thing. He comes into the devil, and the devil's like, ooh, man, just go, man. Go on, go ahead. Rough. Rough. Sympathy for the devil is one thing, but sympathy from the devil, yikes. So our training mission is going to be a full-bore assault on the people who killed most of the division. Cool. I really like this whole sequence. The establishing shot on the outside is really pretty. The perfectly posed Makima versus sort of sloppy, but still on it. That's cool. I like the fixtures too, the art pieces that they've placed here. I like the way that these windows look as well. They actually look like the stuff outside is passing through the filter. There's a bunch of post-processing stuff here that's kind of next level. And there's stuff that's a little less next level, like the actual lighting on the table feels slightly off. Like, is there a fine layer of dust on the table, or is that just its texture? It's kind of hard to say. Anyway, I think the scenes are gorgeous, and Makima, always composed, always very careful in the way that she speaks, and the way that she looks, and what she does and says. And finally, somebody pokes at it. Somebody with enough like power and authority that he's like playing his own game. He doesn't care about her struggles, really. He's just interested. And I think that she has some like real respect for him. So I think he's confident that he's not going to die from asking this. You knew about it and did nothing to prevent it. And then we cut here, and I don't even know what it is about this face. It's just like perfectly forced. I was also attacked. What do you mean? I was also attacked. I couldn't have been a part of it. But there's not even any expressivity of a lie. Something that's actually really telling about a lot of lying liars who lie. That they'll very much express their lie. They want you to buy in, right? It's one of the ways that you can catch a liar is you just don't believe them. You just go, oh, interesting. And then they'll keep going. Because the idea is like, if I add more pieces to this lie, it'll be more compelling and more real. And I'll gesture it and I'll act it out and I'll speak it and I'll believe it even. And then you'll believe me, right? But she doesn't do any of that. I don't think she cares if what she's saying is obviously untrue. It's really reminiscent of like political press releases. You know what I mean? Or like a false apology. You know what I mean? But the press release, where you've got somebody as the face of an organization performing out the words of reconciliation or retribution or whatever without any belief in it. I don't know what the heck to think of this. It's so cool. It adds so much to her already amazingly built up fucking crazy creepy stuff. And he says totally inhuman actions, but then we've never really seen those totally inhuman actions, right? We've seen her take direct action in order to kill a bunch of people who murdered a bunch of us. Kind of inhuman. But also, like, this is war, right? This is justifiable. We can hand wave it. Yeah, but how many other things has she done? We don't know. This guy knows some of it. He's at least heard rumors. He's the one who trains the dogs, after all, and they keep getting killed. But he does frame it this way. I'll keep letting you off because you're working for humanity. Which implies power over her. Like, and I think he believes it. And I think he might be believed. Like, it seems believable. But we've also seen her revive from a bullet to the back of the head. So I don't know, man. Maybe don't make threats. But we get in really close to this intimate shot of the eye. And then we pull out to the wide here before bringing it in. Bringing it to the end of the line. And then we bring it to her. At a coy angle, kind of. As though it's one of those things where she's like neither confirmed nor denying, but in the neither confirmed nor denying, that's kind of a confirmation and not a denial, you know? And even in her affirmation of the goal, I just want to save as many people as possible from falling victim to the devils, she does not confirm any of the actions that have been taken in that interest, right? It's like a reporter asks the person at a press conference, did we knowingly send troops into that country without justification? And the person on the podium says, we endeavor to protect democracy, liberty, and justice in all corners of the world. It's like, well, that's not really an answer to the question, is it? But it is, isn't it? It's not answering the question because that's not the question that I think you should be asking me. The answer that I'm giving you is the justifications outweigh, don't sweat it, homie. Right? This is so cool. So now that I think about the scene again, it's so intricate. And then she says, if our current plan succeeds, then the existence of the 4th Division will be actively reported on because they're not in the public eye. And then it will be easier for us to act and be more effective in saving people from devils. Again, the goal, easier for us to act. But also public reporting. Maybe she's completely honest. In fact, I think everything that she's said has been entirely honest. But so is what the politician who says, we support liberty, democracy, and justice in all corners of the world. He's being honest, but he's also not saying, yes, we sent troops into that country because we wanted their oil. Ooh, sounds kind of bad. And so similarly, Makima's not saying, yeah, I let a whole bunch of people get slaughtered so that I could be put into a position of power and consolidate authority under me. Pretty yikesy. But he says liar. Calmly, he calls her out. She smiles. What the fuck? And what is this other power of hers? The nosebleed, brains melt out of your eyes power. Is that the same power? Just less flashy? She didn't seem to need to go to a mountaintop to make it happen. What the fuck? I love how riled up this guy is. Makes for a perfect antagonist to tread on come next episode for a climactic final battle. And maybe to get the rug pulled out from under us. We'll see. Zombies! I love all the little setups that happen in the episode that then get paid off over the course of the episode. Or maybe will be paid off next. Humans get bitten, they become another zombie. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. It adds a horror movie start to a raid movie start, and it's really cool. I wanted to talk about this conversation here because I called it fucked up a few times, and it is. But the energy of its fucked upness is the same energy as the dude who gave up being a musician telling you you're never going to make it and you should just quit. You know what I mean? It's got that same energy. It's like, man, it's just a hard business. You know, there's other things to do. Wouldn't you rather not throw your life away? And okay, fair enough to be warning people about the ills of a particular line of work or set of choices or whatever, but he really goes in on him and has been for a while. We also joined because of what the Gun Devil did. Watching you is a bit irritating. You go around being so weak, like yet you keep going towards your goal like a stupid manga protagonist. You're fucking cringe, bro. Look, ha ha ha, so cringe. And his answer's great. I don't give a shit. I might fail. You can laugh. And they're not laughing. Because it's not really what they want. They don't really want to hurt Aki. I think they want to soothe their own wounded pride at having backed down from the real enemy. I feel like they got into this as idealistic manga protagonists, but have since been co-opted by the systems of entrenched, not oppression, but entrenched, I don't know. They've gotten stuck in a rut and aren't able to even fathom going for that goal. It's too big for them now. Aki holds on to it. And what he says about him being like a childish manga protagonist, just driving towards your goals without heed, that's like admirable. That's admirable. In the real world, it's the spice, man. It's the secret sauce. It's the special stuff. The ability to choose something that everybody else is like, that's fucking stupid, and be like, nope, this is me. I'm gonna go do it. That's the stuff, man. Oh, that one makes the clouds clear out of the sky and the water stop having microplastics in it. It's top tier. Being able to pragmatically, in a collected, intentional, adult-directed way, move toward totally silly, childish things is dope as fuck. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Tanoshi wa tanoshi da yo. Fun fucking things are fun. But also, if you've got a goal and it's a real goal, it doesn't matter what anybody else fucking says. So this whole car ride feels like the OG first episode, second episode car rides that we got with Denji, where he's getting shit on and like the kids making him eat the cigarette and all that stuff. And then the first emergences of Chainsaw Man version Denji, where he's like, all of you fuckers keep talking about my goal as though it ain't shit, and fuck you. I want to touch the titties. It's all I want in the entire world. Aki's got a more noble goal than that, but it's like he learned a little bit from the attitude of Denji and is able to flip that back on these guys who are giving him shit for it. And I think that's why, or we're meant to believe that that's why they get this token respect a little bit later. I really like this scene of the car pulling up. I mentioned it when it happened. Yeah, it's this slow pull of the camera. That's cool. I really like that. Thank you for your teaching, asshole. Chucks him a soda. I hate you, but also, don't die or whatever. And then he says this, which is kind of like an attempt, a sort of flaccid attempt at an in-joke. Doesn't really land. But it is an attempt. And then there's this scene, which I think is excellently cool. This moment where he gets back in the car. Right here. Oh, wow. Ah! Jump scared myself. I didn't realize that button did that. I think this is awesome. This is one of those moments where you catch a flash of something in somebody else's face that reveals something that they weren't really intending to show, or don't even really know that they know how to feel or how to convey or express, and all of that gets conveyed by the animation. He looks down, blinks, glances up, little partial smile, and then into the car. It's just a moment, but we lock eyes with him. We do, and Aki does, and there's a connection made there that's deeper than ribs thrown across a car. I think it's super cool. I love the background dudes. Y'all. Hey. Hey. Little lady, come to talk. So goofy. It's so fucking goofy. I love it. And I love the immediate power reversal. Well, it's sort of a play at a power reversal, right? Makima's in control of this whole scene the whole time, and we know this, but they don't. That's really the problem. She doesn't really want to kill all these dudes too much. Probably, maybe. She just wants them to respect her authority. So she's gonna have to show them. Fuck. I love how he starts getting all condescending and splainy once she earnestly says, "It's for the safety of our nation." He starts explaining, "Dear, don't you get it? We're the safety of the nation. I've been doing this since before you were born, girl." Blows the smoke in her face and everything. She's totally nonplussed by it. And we get more and more scenes, more and more frames of the characters all moving in. And it's just a recipe for disaster. It's a total shit show. So here's a bag full of eyeballs. And if you negotiate with me, I'll put them back. What a crazy... I'm not going to reference the movie that it makes me think of, just for spoiler's sake. Good gosh. What a crazy fucking thing to do. And then just instant bleeding out the face. Makima is so baller scary. Like, so absolutely horrifyingly scary. I love her. These guys are goobers. I'm so glad that they're going in. I'm glad that Denji has this like personal rivalry with Sideburns Dude, and I'm glad that Sideburns Dude actually has a personal rivalry with him and is actually trying to kill him too. Makes for a fun fight upcoming. And in we go, across all the thresholds. And I love this device. He starts explaining to the cops who to actually be worried about, and the primary worry are the other fiends. And we get to meet them. It's like a teaser of the cast of the next season. All these characters that you don't get to fucking meet because they're probably gonna explode. I mean, honestly. Shark Boy is only missing Lava Girl, and he seems great. Just seems great. I love the way that they made him move, and these scenes with the camera moving along with to accent that, really fucking sick and nasty. Violence, friendo, is just a mega Mongo Fight Club martial artist. Honestly, seems to be the answer. Like, took all the levels in Monk and has reached Astral Body. Good. Yeah, good. Nope. Why the zipper? Is that where the eggs are? What the fuck? Nope. And then Angel person. Seems alright. Just seems alright. I think, just like the build up to the insanity in the diner scene was really, it plucked a chord of things that I've seen before. This chaos in the background, casualness in the foreground thing, I've seen many times before to extraordinary effect, and this works really well. There are a number of times in Trigger Works where it's happening. You get insanity going on in the background and stuff going on in the front. But this is a really cool one. Just all this absolute chaos. Some of our main characters going, like Spider is jumping around. There's real serious animation and stuff going on back there. And all of it takes a literal back seat to Aki just walking up and handing a handkerchief. That's really cute. And horrifying, but really cute. And then, with the power of the future behind him, and Makima far, far away, but still right here, he goes to face his devil. And Denji will go and get to face his. Does Aki die here? I sure hope not. But worse shit has happened in this show already. And we're going to leave it there. I think the episode was excellent. I hope that the reaction discussion was okay. I'm going to have to go through it and cut out all the sniffles and coughs and stuff. Sorry. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it and enjoy it and have a lot of fun doing it. So thanks for joining me on the journey and for the process and for the whole shebang. We'll be finishing off Chainsaws Man next week, and I don't know what I'm going to do with my life after that. This is a rock out show, and this was a spectacular penultimate episode. So with all that build up, I can't wait for them to nail the finale. And I have no expectations other than that they're going to nail the finale. So I'll see you next week for the finale. Thanks for joining me. Let me know if I missed anything or if you want to point out any particulars that might be useful as we go along. No spoilers, please. And otherwise, I'll just see you next week. Thank you so much. Patreon's in the description. Peace.